for this map since it's really small. I still don't know what this Terran guy is up to. I'm trying to think. What could he be doing if he's not producing any units? Yeah, I'm producing Hydralisks now. Got my Spire up. Overlords. Now, since those Overlords, I got a pretty high supply limit. So, I can start cranking out all types of units. Right now, I decide to push some Roaches and Hydras up for just a little attack on the main from the where those rocks were, but I found that this would be the perfect time to attack the expansion. But I didn't. I went in straight to the probe line of his mineral line of his main. Yeah, just macroing out some troops, more troops. No, I'm gonna go in for a little attack on his mineral line here. Stop some of these supply depots from being built. We just have a Thor out, I noticed that. I don't really do anything with this attack, I just kind of let it go to waste. There we go, my mutas are up. Couple mutas up. Hydras. Working on my second expansion. I'm spreading my creep. Lots of units producing though. Hydras and Roaches. Some mutas too. I don't know why, I never really researched burrow in this game. I just felt that like I didn't mean to or something, didn't need to. Yeah, go for a little Hydra push here. And then I didn't really know what I was doing. I just like to harass my enemy in little chunks of units. It's just how I play, my style of play. It brings another SCV down to a second expansion. Not building the command center yet though. Build a little forest, plant my spine crawlers, move my spine crawlers up further into the map so I get more vision and defense. Little force here. All he has defending his expansion is 3 siege tanks. It's practically nothing. There we go, there's my infestation pit going down. Infestors are really good against Terran. Fungal growth is one of the best spells in the game against ground units anyways. So you wanna use that, abuse that as much as you can. Now, somehow right here, coming up, I just had a feeling that he was going to expand down to that second expansion. So I was going to scout. I brought this party of units. That little army I had there with the Hydras and Roaches. I was going to decide to move that little army down to that second expansion, see what was going on. And I think I do that soon. Researching more tech in my Evo chambers. That's a big part of this game, especially against the Terran. Their units are so strong that you need upgrades, but this guy is really bad and doesn't know how to produce units, so he doesn't know how to macro whatsoever. Just macroing out troops, stuff like that. No, I'm gonna move this little party of units and destroy these rocks so I can get another expansion going. Expand further and further all the time. Move these back to their spots. By the spawn crawlers. This drone placed an expansion. The gold. He's got this command center and SCV just sitting there on his second expansion now. So I'm a full expansion ahead of them. And you never want to let a Zerg do that to you when you're playing a Terran or a Protoss. And Protoss it's a bit less important because our units are pretty strong. But still, you always don't want to let a Zerg out expand you because you know you've lost the game. This guy probably never watches games or anything though, so he's just playing, I don't know what he's doing. Oh yeah, if you noticed, I did put down some spore crawlers up by my second expansion. Because I was afraid of banshees, but he hasn't even built a starport yet. So now I am thinking about taking this force and just checking the bottom expansion. And in perfect timing, somehow, see, I'm going to move them out. In perfect timing, he has a stream of Marines running to the expansion. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is perfect opportunity. I just run in, attack move, just take them all out, no micro involved whatsoever. See, he has one Banshee. Took that out. Take this whole expansion out in like 20 seconds. Command center's gone, CVs are gone. Things good. Now I'm just gonna check, see if he expanded to gold first, which most players don't do. I'm not surprised that he didn't. No, this little attack, it's not even that big of a force I have. But I just keep macroing drones to my new expansions and all that. Getting more troops out, more and more. I just move in and I attack his first natural. And this is pretty much the turning point of my game. Where I win. Keep my infestors at the back of the group. Put fungal growths on the siege tanks. Move forward. Just take out those tanks first. Don't worry about the Thor. There you go. Take out these SCVs unless they have more forces and come back and kill the rest of mine. I spreaded my creep around about half of the map, which is pretty good. Pretty much take everything out that is natural and I just camp it, but he ends up leaving, and that's how you play Blistering Sands. It was all because of those destructible rocks that I destroyed in the game, and I just little chunks of harassment. That's how you take your enemy down, especially Zerg on this map. Get those destructible rocks down and just harass your enemy in little chunks. Now I'm macroing out more troops, Hydras and Roaches, just to make another force in case he comes back with like 20 Banshees or something and wipes me out. But no, he leaves. GG.